Mr. Naras Pillay. Mr. Naras Pillay is the head of incubation and co-operatives here at Gauteng Enterprise Propeller. Extensive experience in developing SMEs and cooperatives. Worked in the energy space, policy, development. He knows the space very well. So whatever he is here to address, he knows it very well. Please welcome Mr. Pillay.
Thank you, Program Director Kumela. Good day, people. I'm taking a chance. Thanks. But I was told from the people of Tshwane, don't worry. You can greet us in any language, we'll still understand you. So I knew I was protected. My name is Ned Pillay, or Nanes Pillay, as the Program Director said. I'm responsible for cooperative support and development based at the head office. Some of you I've met. Some I did not, but I met most of the, I think, chairpersons of the co-ops. We met him on was it Thursday? Yeah, thanks. On behalf of our CEO, acting CEO, Leah Manage, and the senior manager, Pikile Masibuk, we want to place on record our apologies that they can't make it this morning due to other pressing issues. But nevertheless, they will join us either during the course of the day or tomorrow. Co-operatives, our purpose. Firstly, let me thank you all for attending this 2 days workshop, which will end tomorrow. It's very, very important to understand why we are here. Sorry? It's cold. Yeah, but I don't think I can handle logistics at all. I'm sure in your co-op you've got different people doing different things. Telling me it's let's get somebody to deal with it one day, please. Yeah, you will be able to register as a co-op. And you can automatically apply for what they call the cooperative incentive scheme. I think many of you will know about it. So many people went there with no business understanding. They went there. In Gauteng, 22. That's here from Tshwane, from Joburg, from Sedibeng, West Rand, and Ekurhuleni. What do you think is the amount of those 22,000 who are active as we are here today? Does anybody here want to take a chance in giving me that answer? Anyone? We've got 22,000 co-ops. How many do you think out of those 22,000 are still active? Yes, sir.
I would say it would be nice to suggest 15,000 are running.
15,000. The lady at the back, you said?
I think 100.
100. Okay. One more?
2,000.
2,000. Now let me shock you. Out of every 10, there's only 2 that are alive. 8 are dead. I'm serious. Not me. Go to SIPs. They will tell you that. Out of every 10, there's only 2 that survive. So that means we have a serious challenge. Am I right? Because remember, when you co-op, it's a cost, even for you. There's a cost to get your 5 members to come together, to register. There's a cost, even the payment of it is a cost. To government to process it, it's a cost. So there is a challenge. And what do you think the challenge is? Can you give me one? Let me ask you again. What is the challenge? Just give me one. They're going to talk about challenges afterwards. Yes, ma'am? Timo? Commitment? Information? Lack of communication. See, so there's number. Yes, sir. Different vision. I'm going to give you one that will sum up all of them. When we register a business, a co-op, we don't think of it as a business. You take it that I lost my job, so let me get 4 people together, bring them together, and let's apply for these things that are available at government. So there is no that business thinking. Am I right, guys? Because if you treated it as a business, you will never let it fall. It will never fail. So that is where the first challenge came about. Came about because there was no real idea. I'm talking now 2004, 2005. Maybe from there, it has improved, okay? But the reality is there that people did not have this thinking of what a real, it was like a spaza shop. Because if you see, all of us, either is Chisanyama, Kawash, what's the other one? Very, very, then you got now the school giving you the uniforms, so you feel, no, that's all I can do. Have you thought beyond that? No. So we have to go back to basics. So what are you here for the next 2 days? The next 2 days, GP has got specialized people who are here, who are going to take you through, as you see the program, to take you through how you can become a strong cooperative. So in taking you through, we also want to make sure that you can engage with the experts who are here, ask them how things have been done, and why are they being done. Also talk to your own cooperatives around you. You'll find that there are many cooperatives who are doing the very same thing that you're doing. Ask them how you are doing. A successful co-op should be a co-op that basically is starting to already export its product that it has produced, not the product that you buy. The product that you produce. For example, making this plastic bottle is something that you produce. And that is where we see the co-op way. Because going future, GP is very serious about how it intends to support you. And welcome, Papa. Welcome, welcome. It's great to see you. There's the look after, guys. So on that note, on behalf of GP, we welcome you all to have a pleasant 2 days. Please feel free. No question here is wrong. No question is stupid. All of us are learning. Even those who know much will tell you they still have to learn. So on that note, I thank you for responding to our invitation, and we want to wish you well for the next 2 days. I thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. A round of applause again, please. He reminded me of something very important, that when you are in Pretoria, you have many planets, many universes actually in Pretoria. Not just many languages, but you have many worlds inside of Pretoria. And for that I appreciate for those words of encouragement. Ka Setswana gatwe ditau di senang seboka di siwa ke none e tlhotsa ka Sepedi dire di siwa ke nare e tlhotsa akere ka Setswana ba di siwa ke none e tlhotsa ke tirisano mmogo. And that is the very essence of cooperatives, what it's all about. I have a number of speakers for the day. It's going to be very exciting. And I would like to introduce the speakers and to also make sure that all of the speakers are here already. In case a speaker is missing, for the sake of time and progress, we will move the speaker to a later slot. Ke gore speaker a se leng gore ga seyo re mmela go morago and then go tla tsena o mongwe and then o mo atla mo latela go morago a kere ke tirisano mmogo eo ke kopa go ka tlhodimela fela Mrs Kinelwe Mabudusha Gauteng ke a leboga Miss Linera Mgomezulu not yet o tla fitla motho o mogolo ga latelwe wa diega she's delayed. She's not late. Mr. Anthony Cluster? Yeah. As long as first party is covered. Hona lilunyana tse pedi fela tsa administration tse ke batlang go ka di fitisa. Santlha, hona le manno ama empty mo pele ka kwano. Akere? Ke kopa gore location. In case ke bolella ka pele, if I talk too fast, please listen slowly so that you don't miss a thing. Okay, they are sharing rooms. 3 in a room or 2 in a room. 3 or 2 in a room. So please pay yourselves. I'll find out just now from Kosi how we are going to organize this. There are people who will assist us to get the names and how people will be allocated to their rooms. So please make sure that the person you want to share with, you are comfortable with that person so that we do not have complications later. I would have preferred to focus administration. Let's sort it out during the day. I get it? And I hope everyone all likes it before I Yes, as we move on. And now we move on. We get to the gist of what we came here for. It's an overview. I get it? So, Kitlile go bitsa Mrs. Kinelwe Mabudusha, ke the acting regional operations manager wa Gauteng Enterprise Propeller. Armo welcome member hall. Okay.
Good morning. How are you? I hope there are no Pirates fans in here. Are they? Leady beds. So before the cooperatives, no one is gonna idibala this next year, 2019. No cooperatives is gonna idibala, ne? As they said, and firstly, I'd like to thank God for protecting you guys. I'm surprised we didn't. Why not? Can we all pray? We all gonna pray just for a minute, just to thank God for protecting us. Even for this session, it's might be like we need divine intervention. Can we please stand up just for a minute? Then we just give thanks to the Almighty. Thank you. We knew this day before we even knew it. If it wasn't of you, this day was not going to be possible, my Father. We give you all the praises, my Father, for protecting each and every person who for you cancelling the spirits of accident, Papa. Live for these 2 days, Amen. Thank you. I am from Gauteng Enterprise Propeller. I just want to find out how many of you here knows what we do, what Gauteng Enterprise Propeller do. You don't, okay? That's why you are here. We are an agency of the provincial government, we were formed to assist you, to assist SMMEs in Gauteng, gore re thuse di business na gore di ske be di awa. We are situated in Gauteng only, not anywhere else. So the reason why we were formed is because the government saw hore we have a lot of agencies, dealing national, but provincial, the cooperatives, the businesses, they are suffering. So that's why we were formed to assist you guys with business development, like financial support. Once that is said and done, the reason why this bootcamp, we were told to do this bootcamp is because the government saw a lot of cooperatives are failing. And the reason why the cooperatives city failure is because the people who form cooperatives don't understand the elements of forming a cooperative. A cooperative, Baban, they form the cooperatives because we attend a lot of imbizos, and when we are there, we hear politicians talking about forming cooperatives. We just come together without even seeing then we quickly go to the DTI, CIPC, we register cooperatives. 6 down the line, we realize our interests are not the same. We don't agree on anything. Only one person runs around, the cooperatives. Other people get the school bag, and that one person becomes so tired, and what happens? Cooperative yes. So let us understand the 3 elements of a cooperative. We gather together voluntarily. No one forces us to come together. We agree voluntarily. One must agree to come together with you. Once that is understood, you voluntarily agreed to form a cooperative, then you must understand your constitution. That's the main thing that we must do. It's key for you guys to come together. You must understand your core. What are we doing? More cooperative. What is our mission? What is our vision? What is it that we want to see? I get it, the mistake that cooperatives do. They register cooperatives because they had Cody in Bizong where you must register a cooperative. And then we register a cooperative because we were other. The reason why did we come together? Why did we form this thing, a revision cooperative? Self-governing, we need to understand that as well. We need to govern ourselves. Let's not go to GEP and get Kinilo to come and tell us what to do in our cooperative. Now, inside the cooperative, you know, I don't know if it happens to all the cooperatives, but sorry, I noticed that the chairpersons said the cooperatives give another decisions. Why is it like that? Why must we let why must they take decisions for us? Why the meeting somewhere do we let only one person to go? Why don't we go together? Sorry. We let one person to run with the mandate. Erona, we sat down and drafted the mandate, but only one person goes. And what happens to that person? Empowering himself or herself. When they come back, sometimes they don't even share the information. They sit with the information. And then what happens? Mara uirang harobali. Wasamaya. Lona. And on the mandate, I still remember one cooperative we used to work with. They used to meet Kadi Tuesdays. They contributed, I think, 50 rand per month. That money, they used it for the traveling costs. Why can't we commit ourselves? Just sacrifice something so that we encourage this thing. And another thing, I think lack of skills as well. And the lack of skills, you don't have to be too technical in a cooperative, but the simple thing, the conflict management, you obviously will not agree on anything, but that's why a share system with the cooperatives thing, you vote. If you don't agree, you vote. And then the majority will go with that. We must learn to have a conflict management, and then avoid this thing of forming cliques, the cooperatives thing. 3 people will decide on something because these 2 were not there. And then when these 2 try to say, Mara, why is I already serkwatile? Let's avoid that. Conflict management is key as well because it helps us understand the problems, say, more cooperative in Yarona. You must treat it as in return, that's what you want to see. You know, in other countries, the cooperatives own banks. Why can't we have that? Why in South Africa, the cooperatives, the street kids type of entity? Why in Nadisono nyana, hori, runa, ay, ke cooperative, ay, retomile because there is no miracle. No. Why we must put passion in that cooperative? Riska gets at the street kid. Both countries like India, in countries like China, the cooperatives are working. We have all the skills, we have all the support. There are a lot of NYDA so that we can assist you in getting your marketing tools in place. Once we have marketing tools, you are able to market your product or a service. You are even able to compete in the economy because now your product is looking professional, it's looking so beautiful, you are able to take it there. And another thing is the financial management aspect. I think cooperatives, the mistake, or any other business, we don't know how to cost our services or products. We mustn't feel, how to cost your thing. You must make sure that you include everything that you put in. The output, it must be everything that you put in. Because nakongwe o rekisa di kuku, you don't know how to cost it. You forget you're using your electricity. You forget that you're using your water. You don't take those things into aspect. We're now the final product. So we must be able to understand the financial management aspect of it. And at GEP, there are courses that are in place to assist you in that aspect. And you must also understand your value chain. In order for you, whether di kuku, o bake di kuku, mara gona le a cooperative engwe ba rekisa bana le dikgogo, bana le mai, but when you decide to go to Pick and Pay or reka mai go teng because you don't want to support motho le mo pela hao, that's how you grow. O ya go that very same person o a ira mai la buisana o thusa kaeng kena o tlo supply ka mai. Then you can get flour from somebody else. You can economy let us allow it to rotate amongst us. Because somebody else, it's a favor. You are not. You are actually helping that particular person to grow as well. And also the planning part. I think this is a key in order for us to go further. You know, you can have good vision, you can have a very brilliant mission, but not know how to plan. That's where you're gonna fail. So before we even start, we must understand the planning part, it's very important. And as well, we must understand the sectors. The different priority sectors. You must understand or follow in which sector. We've got a construction sector, we've got ICT, we've got automotive, a whole lot. And your business, you must be able to know where are you competing sectors. Yes. And here we need anything. If you're not sure about anything, you come to all these entities, we will be able to assist you. We are not going to give you ideas that you must go with, but we will give you advices on how to make your cooperative work. In closing, one wise man once said, by failing to prepare, you prepare to fail. So let us not fail to prepare. Let us prepare for our cooperatives to succeed. We must stop going to what Edgar's true words because we've got Edgar's and true words in this room here. We must stop going to Belem. Why is it Belem? Is it Belem? Go back to cake. it, they don't extend it, they don't renovate it, they don't do anything. But we still go there, whether the kuku sa teng di monate or a di monate, because they've built a brand for themselves. Ke kopa re tlo lo support-ang Belem hle, re support-aneng ka bo rona hle. Thank you so much.
Taba tse di monate. Nnete ya batlagala kere ke kopela hore he re stop support-a Belem ene ke a e utlwa kganyela ene go e support-a. It's important hore are making sure gore standard sa rona se phala sa go Belem. Are being honest ke 2018 are ka se tlhoya re khona go ithekisa fela ka hore support me because I'm black. That is overdone. Agere so are berekeng ka quality gona no agere ene ka mannete as soon as go contactile ke ne le ba go boditse gore ba butse di confectionery ko kae ke kopa gore o mpotse ke lo reka ne ha ke khono no atie in noshi so ke tla ke lo supporta, and it's very important. Are ska itsang gore it's just a speech today. Agere ba go lo baka o bua nnete. People came together and set up that business ka go saiteng ye agere a ke tsore litse le bizo le le latelande di cooperative wynbouers vereniging van Suid-Afrika. Die coöperatieve wynbouers vereniging van Suid-Afrika. Ons gaat zo zeggen complexion. Como holo, I did Afrikaans in school. So it's Afrikaans as a French. It's the Cooperative Winemakers Union of South Africa. Babamba iba yitzika libizo la KWV. Aha, oh yes, I get it. Now the reason ke le botsang ka ntwe ha ke promote stimula lenyora ne. Ke nya go le tlhalosetsa gore KWV is a co-op ka 1918. Go ka checka turnover ya bona gore it runs into billions now. It's a global company. And in fact, KWV operates in Western Cape on just 22 hectares. Mara it's one of the biggest seller complex or a seller ke mo go titielwang Morara. A get it? Ko Morara o titielwang ko teng, it's one of the biggest complexes in the world. And ha kere o ye ko teng or there's opportunity in alcohol. Khona di cooperatives tse dintsi. O baro e teng ba ba itseng di small doropi mo toropong e teng le go bo bretse le kae kae a kere di startile di cooperatives. Something for you to think about. Me gana bua fale o tlhalositse something I'm thinking o touchitse ba kgabola gore start with the end in mind. Thuso e teng a kere a re tsweng mo ditsheleng. Kutlwile a bolela gore mo teaming ya lona ya co-op o ska te kry le gore o mongwe go ga a le one because o mongwe o itirela eng a kere ba nkile ba tsamaya ka taxi gore ba tsamayang ka taxi tlhole le bona taxi driver na le tšhomengwe ya o tsamaya lena a ntse lena a kere hantši o kry ba mmitsa ba re ke stena a kere la itse gore lebitso la teng le tlhakae because ba re ke stena di-passenger because ntse o collectiwa tšhelete o nna a bolela so ba re o tena di-passenger so a se stena ne ke stena a kere so ke kopa bo chairperson le ba bang ba lona mo hara koporasi ke kopa ro ska te kra o le stena.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Lebitso la ka ke Humphrey Mchigeliso. Ke tla ke tswa ko Gauteng Provincial Treasury ka go romuwa ke Mr. Anthony Claste. A ke tsamaye le ke le one ka ha Program Director chilo ke tsamaye le House Dockers me Rabutapi. Hello? Okay. According to the program, we are required to talk to the issue of compliance. I'm glad we're not projecting this one because we prepared a different presentation that is around accessing opportunities within government, which is talking about how government does business with all organizations, including cooperative. I suspect that everybody here belongs to a cooperative. Now, one more thing that I want to mention is the fact that a cooperative is just the same as any company. It's just that the rules of running a cooperative are different from a private company, which is basically a private company. It belongs to me. Whereas a cooperative is run on a democratic way. It's for us, by us, for ourselves. It's governed that way. Now, in our presentation, we wanted to show you, just scrolling up here, go to how does government do business? Now, government does business in order for it to satisfy a need. If there is a need for government to build houses, in order for government to find service providers or suppliers or contractors, it has to follow a specific process which is stipulated on paper. We call those procurement guidelines. Now, procurement is all about purchasing, how government will go about buying or purchasing that service from the citizens of South Africa. All right? So cooperatives are not excluded from that process. If government want to build a school in Pretoria, in Hammanskraal, there is a need. There are quite a number of children that have been born who must start going to school. So government find a need. We need to build a school. How will government go about doing that? It do so in a process called tendering. Now, we define this in two ways. We've got a process that is called an RFQ process, a request for quotation process, in order for government to acquire that service. We have a process called an RFQ process and a process called an RFP process. Now, RFQ stands for request for quotations, and RFP stands for request for proposals. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Okay, drop it like this. I was advised not to be too close to the mic. In fact, I don't favor mics. I know I have a good, big enough voice that I can be heard at the back there. Can I leave the mic and start talking naturally? Am I audible at the back there? For recording purposes. You see now this technology. And I can be recorded without a mic. Okay, I was on the RFQ. Is it okay there? Sharp. I'm from Soweto, so don't be surprised if I'm not familiar with these things. In Soweto, we shout across the street for we want to be heard. Hey! Now, I was saying an RFQ, it's a request for quotation. Now, how different is it from an RFP process? For request for quotation is when we are buying goods and or services which are up to the value of, it depends again, per department, per municipality, per entity. Some will say we're buying goods up to the value of 100. We'll go the RFQ process. Some departments will have, depending on the authorization given, will say up to 1 million, like Gauteng. In Gauteng, well, we say it's a smart province. We're buying a lot of things. So we have been given a mandate to buy up to 1 million rand based on RFQ process. Now, the RFQ process goes this way. We invite suppliers up to a minimum, I said a minimum of 3, which we get from what you call a database. Now, a database is basically a list of names of possible suppliers. Now, when we mean suppliers, we also include cooperatives. Says one? Yeah, we select from a list, a pre-qualified list. A minimum of 3, we can go up to 10, but as long as we have selected 3, it becomes what you call a closed tender. Because it's only those people that we have invited who get to know about the opportunity to quote. All right? Now, a quotation comes from RFQ. It's also a tender, but it's a closed tender because for obvious reasons, only the people that get to be selected from a database. Now, an RFP, it's a request for proposals. Now, this is basically a bigger quotation. Anything from $1 million in our case, above $1 million and going forward. But in other instances, you will find other entities from 500,000. It's a tender, request for proposal. Other entities will be from 100,000. It will be a request for proposal. Now, a request for proposal is the same as a tender. It's sometimes referred to as an open tender. It's also what is referred to as a bid in other quarters. It's one and the same thing. Now, the difference between the two, one is closed, the other is open. Open in this way, it is being advertised as a regulation in the government tender bulletin, all right? Number two, it's also advertised openly in the newspapers, local newspapers, such as your Sowetan, your Business Day, your Star sometimes. So everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, including myself, can see that opportunity and perhaps decide to take a chance as well, take that opportunity and tender. Now, that is everything above $1 million in our case, all right? Now, I spoke earlier about a database, a registration on a database. Now, I'm coming back to the issue of compliance. Now, government has since introduced what you call a central supplier database, established National Treasury. Now, everybody would be supplier to government is required by law to register on that database. In addition to your company or your entity being registered on CIPC, you're also required to register on the Central Supplier Database, which is popularly known as CSD. Now, that one is helping us as government departments, government entity, government agencies. It's helping us for compliance purposes. It's able to monitor the status of the company as required by CIPC. You know, CIPC requires all companies to pay an annual return. Every year, you need to pay a specific amount. Is it 150 or so? To remain in business. Now, if you are registered on CSD, we are able immediately to recognize whether your company is in good standing with CIPC. Therefore, we are able to do business with you as government. Unlike us asking you to give us a quotation and later to find that your company has been deregistered. All right? And now, it's also helping us to ensure that you belong, as indicated by you, to a specific sector or industry. As the earlier speaker mentioned, that we should understand our sectors. If you are in construction, indicate to us that you are in construction. So we shouldn't be in a position finding ourselves whereby we don't know whether you are supplying bakery service, to us, that is your biscuits, your bread, or you are in cleaning service, or you are in construction or in furniture, like we are doing when we're starting off our businesses. You know, must we become wholesalers, ne? Yonkin Pure Wash. We sell anything and everything because we haven't as yet focused as to, we are actually hustlers, ain't it? Yeah, but it's important as we grow along to try and actually emphasize on the one we have the strength, we understand better, and promote that one. In fact, in Gauteng, we encourage suppliers to have a core business and grow within that core business. This is one. Okay, we are here to do that, to encourage you to say, okay, you are in confectionaries. Focus on confectionaries. We've got stakeholders like GEP who can employ service providers to sort of help you to develop in that line. Okay, they are our stakeholders, GEP. That is why we are here. Now, back on CSD. CSD again is helping you again to comply with the address, physical address requirement. As we go forward, it will be mandatory, it will be a requirement that the address you register at CIPC for simple reason. If that is not the case, you will need to prove to us that you've done the necessary arrangement with, in as far as amending your address with CIPC. Okay. Now, having done that, we move on now to your banking details. Remember, on CSD, you are able to manage your own details on the database, ne? On your own profile. When it comes to banking details, the Central Supplier Database has a function that enables it to verify the bank account with the respective bank, especially with the 4 major banks. It can verify immediately that the bank account is valid. And then it gives an allowance of up to 4 days to verify if the details of the bank account at the bank match correctly, correspond correctly with the details of the company as registered at CIPC. And the bank needs to confirm that. The bank takes about 4 days to respond. And the bank, once the bank has responded, it is updated on CSD as such and is monitored. That, okay, bank verification is successful, it means all the details are the same. Now, there is a problem with cooperatives that has showed itself as we go along. Normally, with cooperatives, when you open an account at the bank requires you, or our social development department, I must not forget to mention them, they require you to establish a committee, right? Whereby you have a chairperson, a secretary, and a treasurer. Now, the co-op is registered under one name. The rest are members. Now, because of the constitution, you've got these members, which belongs to the co-op, and they have a term, like the politicians. They belong to the co-op for a period of about 5 years, right? And they change as they go along. Now, at CIPC, there is one person, Umatwetu, who registered the co-op, Eyake. The rest have been invited and given positions, and serious positions as treasurer, serious position as a chairperson. Now, at the bank, when the account is opened, the bank requires that there must be a chairperson, a secretary, and a treasurer. And those people may not necessarily be the ones registered at CIPRO. Now, when the CSD, it's either a bank or any other stakeholder, okay? So we need to be careful on that one. We are here, we've got our telephone contacts on the website. We can assist in this regard if people have a problem. Another one will be compliance with SARS, with tax. CSD is able to verify immediately your tax status. Now, there is a big confusion out there because of the tax clearance certificates. How many of you have tax clearance certificates? All of you have tax clearance certificate. And they are valid for a year, all right? And during the course of the year, how often do you make sure that all your returns have been submitted? That you've made, how often have you made sure that you've paid your due taxes? How often do you make sure that your address status is up to date with SARS? How often do you make sure that your banking details are available at SARS? Photocopies of your ID, they have them at SARS. We don't do those things, angit. A lot of us have accountants, angit. Who's supposed to do those things for us, angit? And we are serious business people because we are busy attending conferences. All right. So what do accountants do? Each time you call them, it's a consultation fee. And I would believe them when they tell us a story. No, I've done those things. I do have your tax clearance certificate. It's here with me. It's valid for a year. It's going to expire at the end of next year in December. I just collected it as soon as you told me about that one. Let me tell you, SARS has done away with tax clearance certificate. The reason why they are still those beats me. I do not know why. But I've read some of them. They are not tax clearance certificates. They are letters of good standing. They have a validity date. And you issue something else again called a PIN, which means at the time they issued that good standing, your status with them was in good order. All right. But now they've introduced what you call a tax compliance status, which is checking you at least every 24 hours. Every 24 hours when you are in good standing. Today is 24 hours, you are in good standing. Tomorrow is 24 hours, you are in good standing. So when CSD inquires at SARS, SARS will report the current status, not the one that they gave you on a tax clearance certificate. Says one. And that way you are also able to monitor your company profile at all times. It helps you as a buyer to monitor your company status. All right. Now, that is as a matter of compliance, because when we issue a tender, we issue an order. We want to issue a PO to an entity that is compliant with all our requirements. Okay. Now, having done that, now we move on to the accreditation. Some sectors or some industries, like your security services, your construction services, you need to register for things like your CITP in construction, right? You need to register for things like your NHBRC, right? Now, CSD is also able to monitor your status in those institutions. It is linked to that. It's able to tell you what your status there has expired. You need to update. Update your requirements. It's able to show you that as a, by the way, CSD is a company profile. The way it's basically based on the information we as government need to see. Not all the peripheries that people put in there with the pictures of their children on the company profiles that you carry in your briefcases. We only want that detail, those details. Says one, only those details we are happy about your establishment of your company. And of course, the one that is not yet automated is the triple BEE status. Not to say don't be excited by the triple BEE certificate usually issued by your accountants or your consultants or your fly-by-nights. I assume, everybody in this room, unless otherwise stated, on this table. Remember, in affidavit, you need to go somewhere and say, so help me God. And Jah guides, if we rastane. So an affidavit basically is a self-declaration. Now, who can tell a lie about you, or who can tell the truth about you on your behalf? You need to give those people a mandate. Ne? So what happens if we ask you, okay, what's the mandate for giving these people, these accountants, these verification agents, what do we call this, a veto? What do they call it in Lentos? When somebody stands for you in a meeting? Proxy. For this person to do an affidavit for you, it becomes a problem. Ne? Why I'm stressing these things is it's about time that we familiarize ourselves with the rules of the game. Everybody knows the rules of the game. All right? Right. Now, an affidavit, in that affidavit, you only need to declare you as a person writing that affidavit, your name, ID number, your physical address, the company that, the entity that you are representing, your status, duly authorized to state that, because you are duly authorized, that the company is owned by so many people who are black, which is so many %, and then you state the turnover of the company is less than 10 million, or it's less than 50 million. And therefore, since it is less than 10 million, 100% owned or more than 51% owned by blacks, it's therefore its contribution level in terms of PEE is level 1. And then you go in front of that guy and you swear. Okay. They don't bring it to you as a Christmas present. There's your PE certificate. No. We want your involvement in it. And once that is done, it is your copy, your original copy, that you keep for the next 12 months, for a year. And it's the original copy. If it is needed somewhere, the challenge that we are facing, each time businesses tender for government, they submit a new affidavit. The first one is still valid for 12 months. Next week, there is a new tender closing. There is a new one, which is also will be valid for 12 months. And the next month, there is another tender that is closing. There is a new affidavit, which is also valid for 12 months. But really, can you please tell me, how many times can one company have BE certificates with? It's only once, ne? Yeah, it's only once. So we need to be aware of those things. That one is not yet automated, but it's still manually managed. You manage it manually. Okay. Now, if anyone asks for a copy of a BE certificate, you give them a copy of that affidavit. Now, with the copy, Bantu Bagit, please make sure you certify a copy. A commissioner of oath stamp is not a stamp to certify. Says one. You can make a copy, certify it. Then it becomes at least authentic. Because a lot of people lose businesses because of that. They say, but no, stem samapo is a. That stands for a commission of oath on the original. As soon as you make a copy, certify the copy. Says one. Okay. The next stage of that compliance will be, I think CSD is helping us as far as that is concerned. Okay? Oh, in terms of the ownership, the directors, the shareholders, it's also helping us. They send you and I put together, government and you as the entities. CSD is verifying your IT numbers with Home Affairs. With identity theft so rife, Bagitine, you'll be surprised you're going around with an ID number that is not. When you inquire, you've long been buried somewhere. Or there is a duplicate of you going around doing business, nabo checkers, nabo ulwets. And when you're not aware. So CSD is making sure that it verifies that information with Home Affairs as well. So the issue of compliance so far on CSD is that much. The other compliance will be the ones where we come by and say require you to show us you are a security company, show us your control room. And your control room must have 1, 2, 3, 4, at least for us to have confidence in you that you can be able to provide the service that we need. I think so far I've spoken enough. The rest, let's address it on Q&A, Chair. Thank you. Sorry about the mic.
We have not been allowing questions, not because there are snacks in it. If you indicate because some of the sessions nearly information sharing, and Balona, you have dealt with GEP already. I get it? Kikopa ho etsa something. Kikopa nkere re tswe ka Setswana re emeng ka maoto. Kopa o ise letsogo la left ko dimo. Ba bang ga ba show hore left ke efeng, the other left. The other one. Kikopa o etse ka la right. Kikopa o ise go thoko. Ko pele. Go tlase. Ke a leboga. Le ka nna la nna fase. Ngwana ke o nkgoga ka nko. So go na le samwe go tshwanetse ke be in charge. So ke ntsha screen ka lona. But it was good to exercise, stretch. I apologize for that. Mara ekoni ya chumi ya hona no akire. Yes. Eke lebo. Kutlile re a bua ka Orlando Pirates. Nkutlwisitse botlhoko thata ka hore. Bagolo. Taba ya soccer mara ko Pirates e betere because nna ke favor Kaizer Chiefs. Ga bana ba bang ba reka di drinks nna ke reka di Gavis Corner 6. So matata rena ha lekane. Matata rena ha lekane. Ke tlo go etsa so. Ke kopa di co-ops tsa rona ne. Mem Gomezulu o fihlile. Akere? Mem Gomezulu o fihlile. Ke kopa gore before a re ka kwana. Nke re tswe ka bongwe one by one fela ke kere introductions tsa re ba ba ka di co-ops tse di attendileng today. Is the only piece of information e ke sa itse. Okay, ke kopa one person from each co-op I miseletso. Possibly half. Ke kopa gore ka bongwe fela re itse se ba se bitsang an elevator speech. Do we all know what an elevator speech is? Okay, I'll explain briefly. Ga o namela elevator ne ka Setswana ke lift. Ga o namela lift o namela ko floor 1 e botsena ka mo lifting o namela le someone who is a ya gage. Again, yeah, survival of the fittest. Ke mang o mo brave at home a re tswe ba katakatela go morao. Kaizer Chiefs a re bone. Thank you. There's no such. There is no such. Yeah, what in Tum Fiza, she for the women are brave, yeah, this is our new normal, ne? Yeah, Haralebe, Hoimelets Motor Hoimella, Mossad. I get it? Thank you, ma'am, and you are welcome.
Thank you.
60 seconds, I'm counting. Go.
Hi, my name is Tsomotau. I'm from iPads 33 Primary Cooperative. We're based in Harangua, industrial site. We manufacturing cleaning detergent from waste product. We are manufacturing brightly colored detergent. We manufacture quality product that are already selling on shelf at Meet Good Cash and Carry. Thank you.
In essence, the campaign is to create as community banks. There's a lady here that said cooperatives must support each other. We are asking you, all of you, to assist us to create a bank in Gauteng. We have registered that bank in Gauteng so that all of you stay around the cooperative. Remember the principles of cooperatives, 7 principles. One of them is that we must cooperate being cooperators. And if you go to Kenya, find that cooperators own banks, own shops, retail stores, and they own everything. This is the time. I'm asking all of you here to be members of this cooperative. The joining fee is 550, and you contribute 550 every month, 36 months.
Kello, Haruto Talamone? Yeah, Haruto Talamo. 60 seconds, 60 seconds, eh? Yeah, watch I invent again. Naruke, Omongi Mangab. Kitawakamo? Noted. What are the number?
Thank you, Thank you, everybody, for giving me opportunity to speak in front of you. I'm Paula Mkansi. I'm representing the cooperative called the Butila. It's based in Mamelodi. We deal with recycling environment. So we deal with recycling, we clean, we do grass cutting. So everything that is under environment, you can come to us. Even the bottles that you see in front of you, don't throw anything. The papers, that's it.
Ekele bohane oskazana mobile mo wa fihla wa thata sele because on only 60 seconds This is very important. Joke. Some of you, that's really the only chance that you get, and it's practice for you guys. Yes, so it's practice. Who fitile ba bakae? Ba bakae? 3. Ke kopa re a tla ka kwana. Ke tlhopile re pele you'll come after that o tla tla o itswalla me. Kwena wa bofelo ne ke no tsia 5 fela and then ke tla fitisa ba bang go morago.
Dumela. Luna la ke puso tseleng, we are from something real cooperatives. What we deal is events management cooperative. So what we do is events, strictly events, anything to do with events, catering, board, on Thursday. Thank you.
Kibafu. All mafu. Kikale wo hamme. A gitsore ele catering le berikisa juice la triple le teng. Me kite mafu matlapeng go pela. Before was a triple M scheme. No hona le triple M juice. Ne? If osa yiti, re kono bona ID number how. Or hosa yiti triple M juice ne? A rutlwane mo. Hosa yiti triple M juice. Ke nna malom makama ne? Yeah, hora ro munyane. Ke a leboga. Once again.
Hello everyone, my name is System Caesar and I'm representing Mavlankosi Primary Co-ops. We are producing broilers and we're selling to the local community. Sorry. I'm sorry. My name is System Caesar, I'm from Mavlankosi Primary Co-op. We are producing broilers and we are selling to local community customers. Thank you.
Kiala bohane? Kiala bohane? Ara papa te matso ba balikile ne? Agele shereleng information inyane fela ne? Apparently ka Setswana ke bare. Okay? So bare in the US, batho ba bantši ba tshaba public speaking more than go ka tlhokofala. No, ene re ka nna ra tshega ne, mara go ka inagana it's not easy. Ga se a mang le mang. Maybe whole practices or try it, you'll make it seem easier. Get it? A simple trick, lesson free of charge to everyone at Lutla Mopele ka kwano ne. How will I about to Labana ke bolela le na hona manong? Le bona ke lebeletse ka matlhong a kere. I contacted ditaba di matlhong a kere. A ka lebella ka matlhong mo di matlhong. Because ka go khona eng ka gore re te pone really inferior. Senta to a se bolelang se ngutlusa botlhoko because ga sontse support a black business you think twice. Asking you la gana bua ka dikukumola. How to tsena go confectionery nyaka. Please uskaza na obutsor market ka je go di fresh because a obutsi dilo tse go bele magre. I get it? So this is very important bagolo ba ka ne. Gore when we speak about supporting black business, let it also be about supporting ourselves. Khabar ba itsa di events let it start with us. Re bua ba irang di pede I starting ka rona. Re bua ka the investments re bua le ka everyone a itsang se a setsang. Let it be gore re startile ka rona. Ga o thutela go di sabopombi co-op e la irang landscaping ya horticulture. O ire o ba bitsa kere charity begins at home. Agere re shumela ka se venda ba bitsa mo ba shumela venda kere ya re berekele ko borona le rona re berekele kwa ntwe. We are not segregating other races. We are simply saying let us uplift ourselves enough so that we are on the same level as all the other races. Agere? Thank you very much. Mem Gomezul. Ke go pa gore o tle ka kwano. We've been waiting for you. Nzere mo metse ka matlhama hibidu agere? Yes, she's here finally. O tlile gore tlhaba botlhale. Welcome home. Re boditse ba botlhara this is home. So welcome home.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Linna kinkile tipia hai hori kiske ka libela batho mo matlong ki libele mo dimo. Okay, my presentation is very short because I'm only going to present the existing opportunities within the Department of Education in Gauteng. Our spend analysis, just the overview of how much we spend as the department, and the GPG Township Revitalization Program, and how to access the existing opportunities and the available support. The existing opportunities for Gauteng Department of Education, which means the projects that still has to be advertised, are as follows. I will read them. It's the procurement, storage, supply, and delivery of dry groceries and perishable for the no-fee paying primary and secondary school, departmentally identified learners in fee-paying schools and special schools. This is the school nutrition, because you are aware that the department is feeding the needy learners. So the school nutrition, they provide food for the learners. So it hasn't been advertised yet. The second one is the establishment of pre-qualified list of service providers for coordination and management research functions. We do lots of research at Education Department. Provision of project management, packaging and distribution of electronic learning and teaching materials, ELTSM. Your textbooks, stationery, tablets, and what have you, everything that will be needed to facilitate the teaching, or which will be needed by the learner and the teacher. The supply and delivery of clean drinking water to schools in Gauteng for a period of 3 years. There are schools which still need to be supplied water where the municipality is not supplying. Establishment of pre-qualified list of service providers for higher education, the higher institutions, the universities, and you see there are courses that should be offered to departmental employees and the staff. Yeah. Invitation of service providers to induct and train Gauteng provincial government, GPG, OHS officials and committees on occupational health and safety qualifications. I'm sure you are aware of what happened to the government buildings in Gauteng. You see, some bent down and some were not compliant. Now the government is now equipping the employers of how to identify those hazards and to protect themselves. That is why there is this occupational, everybody will be trained on the occupational health and safety issues. Establishment of pre-qualified list of service providers for forensic accounting and related services. We also do forensic services, and it's a panel of service providers, so that as and when there is an investigation or whatever services are needed, they just take from the panel of service providers. Alternative construction technology, additional classroom, and full schools. And now the three tenders that I'm going to mention were recently advertised, and they closed on the 23rd of November. The last one closed last week Friday. Is the supply of hygiene, equipment and maintenance services to Gauteng Department of Education offices for a specific term contract for a period of 3 years. You see everything for hygiene, as well as the hand dryers, the sanitary sheet bins, and the soap dispensers and the services to those equipment. The establishment of a pre-qualified list of service providers for communication production. The communication production is like events management. I have heard one of the co-ops saying that they are providing the services, the events management. I hope they have participated. The last one, monitoring and evaluation of GCRA programs. There are lots of programs for the interns, internships. They are monitoring and evaluating those services. So I hope you did submit your bids. I hope so, yes. But anyway, if you didn't, it's not the end of the world, because each and every financial year, the Provincial Treasury is publishing the procurement plans, not only for the Gauteng Department of Education, but for all the GPG departments. They publicize everything that will be procured in the whole financial year. Because as you have seen, we have noticed that I've mentioned only few because it's almost towards the end of the year. Everything has been procured. So next time, beginning of April, please visit the Provincial Treasury website to see for the existing opportunities for all the departments. Please prepare yourself, and we would like to see you submitting your bid because we want you to win and be successful. Then it is also acknowledged, the people from previously disadvantaged backgrounds or from the townships who were also excluded from full economic participation will now have access and be fully integrated into the core of Gauteng economy. In this regard, our vision is to promote local suppliers as per region and per district. Now, National Treasury issued the PPPFA regulations, Preferential Procurement Policy Framework Act regulations, which supports the subcontraction. If you look at regulation number 4 and number 9, it says 30% must be subcontracted to the designated group, be the local suppliers or youth-owned or female-owned or company by military veterans. So at least it makes sure that the slice of cake is shared. Yeah. Now that I have indicated, I have told you about the opportunities. You know how those opportunities can be accessed. You must make sure that you register on the CSD. I'm sure they have already indicated that, because the government only engages with people who are registered on CSDs because they also comply. Then every Fridays, the government bulletin issues out the tenders that have been advertised. So if you visit government bulletin every Fridays, you'll be able to access those opportunities as well as the Treasury website and attend the weekly sessions by Provincial Treasury. I'm sure he has already indicated that they are offering those services. They are conducting sessions every Wednesdays on how to comply, how to tender, how you fail in tendering. Yeah. So in short, now that you know all those things, I'm sure you will grab those opportunities. You won't be afraid to try. Yes, because we want to see you there. And please follow your dreams. And maybe there is that voice that is whispering in your ear. Listen to that voice, because you might not know. It might be one of your dreams that you wanted. You always wanted this, but now it's whispering and you're not listening. So if you listen to it and try harder, you will be successful. Because when I look at you, I see very successful people, and you smell success. I can see that you'll make it. Yeah. So that is why I'm encouraging to follow your dreams, follow your heart. Don't be afraid to take risks. Thank you.
I get a bullet kataba compliance. I get it? Babala Horko CSD Sonzo Nelly Engling. I get it? Hobula look at the opportunity. Ahonale analing swilo, Campo analing poto. Because of information, I get sure if it is a cabola or Nelemez and Nahorgil regere a chance. So, a chance. On issues of compliance, because some may be the opportunity thing. Let's only compliance. I get it? How will you know you get like a one? Horrible department and Lebonabilo checker, Honako CSD, Horikemang Allen available, and that person is compliant. I get it? Raudisa, I get it? Yes. Arabule Lemba Holobak. Issue of compliance. I get a look really Honalenta Domongo collocation in a house when you're in Nagoka, Kinaka available Lalabozavat. Arena over a got very Keshagamopote. Of course, it's not true. Horbasketaba Mutswara. Aba has told over a got very Keshagamopote. Now, look really for Hahona Sepes illegal. Says authorizing a contract. I get it? How am I bulletin Jojo? I get it? And in fact, someone who was a Jojo. When we pronounce it differently, or Again? Yeah. Okay. Arabwe. Garden services, Eating at the Department of Education, dikolo tshwanetse di kolomakiwe, akere? Sanitary pads, that's a very sensitive issue, ibile, akere? Ra di tlhoka, akere? Bana ba rona ba basetsana ba safara ko dikolong, akere bagolo baka. Akere? Batswadi ba bana ko dikolong, ba na le tšhelete, they need to invest their money. So bo botlhe le covered kam. Ka president, a re utlweng bagolo baka. What would make your co-op successful? Simple question. And how we araba ke kopa wa arabe a flip question. What would make it fail? Ba botlhe ba presentile. What would make your cooperative successful? And what would make it fail? Rena le roving mic o mongwe? O teng? Okay. A kere ho botlhokwa gore matches re bolela ka success e be re nna aware gore re na le tse re di bitsang di challenges mo tseleng a kere not gore ke di stumbling block di tla go thiba, they are just challenges. Mara are you thinking that far? A o naganela ko pele na, what would make co-op ya lona successful and what would make it fail? Ba le ba di 60 seconds ko ba le prepareng ya lona ya tla letsatsi la lona la mmalaki ya letla no so go super fail and then yes ma'am. Are mo fentsebe?
Okay, I think from our side it will be two things. Firstly, SABS. We're having a problem with getting the SABS because it's very expensive for us to do it. So yes, we've managed to collaborate with the TUT, chemical industry. They did the testing for us. But when you get to like your Department of Education or any other department, when they procure businesses, they're looking for SABS standard. And the other thing on our side, how the schools procure their products. I think I once questioned this from the GEP in Johannesburg. Yes. That you find a very difficult position where principals, the SGB, when they do their procurement, it's mainly for their friends, for their families. When you get to the school, procurement is not done. I don't think it's done the way it should. Okay. So if they can maybe unleash all that power from the principal, and maybe someone can do the procurement so that everyone from the community can access, can participate in it. Exactly.
All right. Kikopa, without creating the papata, okay. Kikopa, without creating dialogue, ne? Kikopa se se latelang. O nagana gore lebaka la gore go batlege SABS approval ke eng?
I think it's quality, it's also looking at the startup, the capacity and all those things.
Okay. Without go tsena mo details things, the sanitary pads are very sensitive things, okay? The topic, the solver is a very sensitive issue, okay? And then they work in a very sensitive area as well. So, hadikatla di lore ke tsa inferior quality. Re ka se bane le di conditions tse di bakelang bana ba rona matsapa. So do you feel gore it's fair gore ba batle SABS?
Yes, it is.
Ke a leboga. And then sa bofelo.
But we're looking for support from, for us as an SMME. In our factory, we've got at least about 7 products. So for one product to do SABS testing, it costs us about 45,000.
Okay.
For just one product.
And
we still need that 40,000.
And ke go utlwa sentle, ne? All right. Ke go utlwa sentle ke re bagolo baka. Mara a re se ke be ra lebalang something happen, ne? Department of Education is responsible for go tlisa education in our communities. Akere ko re ska demanda services tsotlhe a re go clinic ra ilo certify akere. Akere ya re bolele nnete akere. So at least ba meet halfway. Gore tsena go bona re ke a utlwa it's a challenge. Mara le bona bana le standards ka gore he ba ka tsa dilo tsa hao ka bushutla be re toito ya re nna le wena re nya go fisa sekolo re ba file bana ba rena di sanitary pads tse sa nnang pila akere thank you very much mara it's noted ke a leboga. Number 2.
I think the main reason why cooperatives fail, I'm speaking because they are now been doing that thing.
Okay.
Bank is expensive. The money for the bank is very expensive. Every month, the bank takes certain amounts actually. They know we need it as a co-op. So it's corruption. Our politician is corruption. Can I have more local? Talking about local, I'm not saying corruption. They don't help anybody. About to
Okay.
lack of information. If you don't get information unless it was a man.
Right.
If you was a man, that's where you start getting information.
All right.
So one of the things they've done with business is for it successful, for a business to be successful, we need to work hard as individuals. We need to dream and hope. The dreams are important. Dreams are very important. So once you're dreaming, once you're dreamer and you know one other thing, dreams can happen, dreams can come true. So I think we guys need to dream more. I don't know one other doubt. We need to start doubting ourselves and dream.
All right. Ke leboga thata ne. Ke kreile molaetsa SABS testing. Ke bomang? Yeah, re share di solution so mara. Where are you? Ke kopa o emise letsogo. Assistance ya SABS testing. No, you need the assistance. Wonderful. GEP can assist. GEP can assist ka testing. Yes. Present GEP what is the process because of schedule I go never walk what because our meter requirement our tlatsa form right all right. That will something sa corruption ke pholo different than nane and ke berekile go communities back I still bereka go community challenge fela ke hore corruption e o bolelang ka yona ntate a ha se rena ba botlhe o ka ke bia bia ke mammo rena mo asena DVD ya fake ka montlunya no arabolele ni dagere so kutla se o se bolelang tate ne kutla se o se bolelang ka taba ya corruption mara corruption is a culture because ra ya alawa in our communities mara re alawa ka dio tse dintšha kere re nota mabona kere no akere wena okay yeah re sa le mona konti e tla be ilukile ka 11:30 ne akere abuti khosi tea will be ready at 11:30 before ba bang ba le batla ne e re fitise khanyele corruption e re bolelang ka yona ne I think we are very selective ka taba ya yona and I agree with you there are challenges it's not all that bad they are very honest people ba nnankile ka kopana le bona ne and I believe ba tletse le ka mo hona bana akere you see the challenge in na corruption he sa berekele nna until o nyaka deal wena ba tshonzo la tlhelle diamond akere so sonze e bereke both ways hore re ikhate hore batho ba sa tlhela nna comfortable hore we are corrupt so what it's too normal akere so a nna lona re berekele ho stop ibe normal a o sikwa lo boletse ka something hore SGB gona le matsapa akere o ska lebala hore the same communities tse re tswang go tsona di rile we want to localize procurement because how a company outside Arcadia it will present us something matata akere so that's why they localize loopholes are there but let's fix them akere thank you very much 60 seconds arabone 60 seconds thank you sir oh okay so Tshwarelo Arfiti say what would make you win what would make you fail
Okay, our cooperative only have one structure.
Ke kopa re mo hlomphe tu. Ke a leboha.
So if we can have another structures, maybe that can help us maybe to put more chickens. And we also have, we don't have enough money. Like
Enough?
money
Money.
to buy more chickens.
Shall it?
Even
Okay.
if we find money from, because we find money from local business entrepreneurs, we can't supply them because of we don't have enough chips. We have, okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's not a problem. Relax. Or are it so?
The challenges that we have
Okay.
in our cooperatives like right now is that we have one structure. So if we have one structure, it takes us 7 weeks to go. So sometimes our customers are calling us like they are in need of chickens. We are unable to supply them because we're still growing chickens. Right? And so that way we lose customers.
Okay. All right. Ki kopa go dila le ka eo pele fela mene. Ki kopa go dila le ka eo pele. Yes, yes. Ke a leboga. Question for everyone. Mo di malo tso tlhetsela o boletse something ka chelete akere. Ke kopela le mputseng ba botlhe ba leng ka mo. Every one of you. What's enough money to make you successful? I've had entrepreneurs ba tsena ba re kopa chelete, I get it? And then some of them get money and then they are able to turn a profit, I get it? Some of them become sustainable and some of them have nothing to show for chelete by grading, I get it? Maybe something for us to think about. How to go workshop on simply go and think how much it's costing to host you now. O check a bottle to go garage ke bukai. O check a breakfast sandwich ke bukai ko garage ngor ko ulwetse ko kai. Agere ke hotel. So re dila ka price ko garage ising sandwich ya go Shoprite. Agere ne? And then o check a lunch. O check everything in gore it's related to this. Over and above that, check out all the trainings you have attended and think to yourself, this is public money that is being spent on us, invested in us so much. What do we have to show for it? I get it? There's the issue of accountability, I get it? And this issue of you may have your seat. It's very important, I get it? So let's think about the other side. I get it? Wabo fellow? Khaswabo fellow, okay, yes, sir. You go in 60 seconds. What would make you successful? What would make you fail?
The cooperatives, what would make us successful is to get the support of all the people who are cooperators, those who have cooperatives. We must remember all the time the principles included in our principle that we must cooperate among cooperators. That's important. And we must learn from other countries who have made sure that they come together in terms of financial inclusion. Black people in this country have been financially excluded. So I'm not going to go there. So one is support of all the cooperators. Number two, the education the government must have a support in terms of making sure that we are known that we are a financial cooperative. And if all of you support the cooperative, you will have affordable loans, affordable savings, and somebody was saying it's expensive to own an account. Every month you spend about 600 rand. So if you own a bank, you dictate how much you want to pay as an interest. So all of you here will come to an HM and say, our interest rate is not 40%, it's 20%. And you're all owners of this bank. You know? So saying that is important. And the most important thing is that black people are not able to keep money amongst themselves. All the time, they support KWV, but they don't support themselves. So we're saying in this case, let's keep the money amongst us at least for 31 days, just a month. 31 days, and calculate the interest there.
All right. Ke tlo go fa platform ba ne ke sa ba fa platform ya go tikitsisa akere. Please take this seriously. You'll never know gore the other co-op eleng ka kwano ke ka go tswela mosola akere. The fact that the lady at the back o bile brave enough to say these are our challenges. Ko morago ba khonne go ka re tswe ka solution gore SABS approval le di testing tsa teng di ka re ka thusa ka tsona go GEP akere. La bona. So go ngwana sa leng o swela o swela thari. Taba ya chelete ya circulation in that. Apparently in the Indian community chelete is circulated 120 times. In the black community circulated 6.1 times before it's out of our community. I hope you are listening slowly. Ne? It's one of those moments where in the Indian community, the money circulates 120 times before it leaves the community. In black communities, it's only 6.1 times. Ne? Hoga go maraba start to kamo shopunye wa nosna skako o phone la go homba selata agere? Agere? Exactly. Nara negotiate ko location re nya go theosa price. Mara ke bophelo. Arukwe, di 60 seconds itse. Baba setseng. Thank you, sir. Noted number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. 6. Ake sure re tla fitla go 6. Number 6 ne? Re tla tla ka di nomoro tse. 1 second. Ke khono timer. That's fine.
Dumela. Ra dumelo rahan. Ar dumele. Ka lebiso ke mpho ke tlhakele ko extreme cop ya Soshanguve re dila ga di toilet rolls re khopela re thuse for kra suppliers cause re dila ga di 500 sheets 100% a vigil which is the soft and the flash only sample in one flash. Thank you. Ral khopela thuse wa lena.
Ki a leboha ne ene le speech se lo flashes ka pele a tsameng so flashes ha wana tsama ki a leboha for toilet paper tse soft ne rena ba ba ne re bala newspaper e be re bia.
Good morning. My name is Constance Mabena. I'm representing Imbogodo Trading Primary Cooperative. We are based in Soshanguve. We are manufacturing biodiesel from used cooking oil. We are under incubation BBI. Thank you.
Nekiroto roboza hore biodiesel ba rekisetsa bomang a e safe for dikoloi tsa rona a no bolela le bole no it's what on a second chance on a second chance sa lo bona nyoko tsena go le hodimo ba re e bore re ke bua ka pele go itukisa e re go behavior ke tla bo a di bere ke bjang mara ke a lebogane le motlwila kere please take 60 seconds seriously o ska panic ho tsena mo ne e take it sell yourself very well. Number 3 no number 3 ke file mang number 3 Kirile o number 3 me. Yes, kwa na watlam. O number 4. Are you number 4 me? 4? Yes, okay.
Hi. I'm Sylvia Mashala, representing Light Up Cooperative. We're dealing with landscaping and horticulture so that the community can feel safe. And also we're doing the removals and cutting the trees. Thanks.
Ke a leboga me. Go ile re ngile wa holla go le ke isheneng wa itse re fence tree so sa bana. Fence tree ya tshosa. So re a leboga le re keep us safe ka mannete. Fence tree ya tshosa. Number 4. Number 4.
Dumelang, kopa go bua Setswana. Ke bitsiwa Moipone Mangwedi from Power Solution Primary Cooperative. Recently we are in Mamelodi, Retsa plumbing under Women in Oil and Energy South Africa. So we all know hore electricity in South Africa ya tura. So ka January we'll be starting to install the solar geysers. So if you need a solar geyser, Power Solution is there for you. Thank you.
Ke lebogela Setswana seo mme o se bua se tlhamaletse se le tlhololo. Ke a se itumella. Ke a se itumella. A o santse le tseleng? O santse le tseleng? Ke a leboga.
Good day, everyone. My name is Tebinkosi Faith Moyo from Journey to Life Farming Primary Cooperative. We are actively involved in producing crops and animals sustainably and conserving our environment. What we also do is we sell instant gardens to individuals that find it hard to have vegetables in their homes. So if you need an instant garden, call us, we'll come and install it for you. And what you can do is just to water it and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Thank you.
Khaitsedi le bomme ba le ba horticulture ke kopa le berekisane ne go shota di garden go di town house a ke re go tlilo ka re wira garden installation na ke no setsa fela ke kopa le berekisane ne di a tlhokega ka mane. There's a big market for you now. A ke re okay, number 6 ke setse ka just a few minutes and then e be re tswa re tswe. Number 6.
My name is Sam. I'm from Mahoban. I'm from the cooperative called Accelerator Bootcamp. We are manufacturing cement bricks and we have registered our cooperative in 2014. We wanted to give thanks to GEP and other agencies of government to help us through those years for their financial support and their financial support. From here now, manufacturing those bricks and then they are approved by CSIR. So we thank everybody who has supported us up to here. Thank you.
How many co-ops have not cooperated with our request to present? Okay. When you want to lose control your community, how o bona ba mba decide to bolela ba le go morao. And I got permission, mara ke bophelo. That's right. Ke a leboga. Ke lebogela lettuce ke tlo e reka ka January ke December jana manone. Ke tlo supporta ka January. Abuti?
Dumelang colleagues, le nna ka ke nna Ernest Mphahlele go tswa Malwana Primary Cooperative. Re tswara le ka Kalina Pension 5 ya Tshwane.
cooperative ba rena e bereka ka re supply road maintenance, re tla grass cutting le garden maintenance. So market wa rena for garden maintenance ke residential le commercial le public. So and currently client ya rena ke Department of Social Development ka Gauteng.
Ke a leboga. All right, e wetse tiro ya rona ne ga ke lo le nyatsa gona ke tlo kopa gore e nne round 2 ge re bua ka second session ke tlo le fa platform ne gona something sa botlhokwa se tshwanetse se etsagale gona no, and this time it's not a joke. Ke tlhale ka lena bagolo baka, I respect you very much. Ke kopa re meng ka dinao, ke kopa gore ga re ya teng re opele national anthem before re ka tswa ka kwa. Ke kopa re meng ka maoto re opele national anthem. Ene ke kopa maitshwarelo, I should have started ka national anthem e ke dirile phoso, I acknowledge, intshwarele. Ke kopa national anthem wa lentswe le molodinyana a re thuse.